Welcome back to Switch Game List. Put down that anime for a second. Today we're turning your Switch into the ultimate anime gaming machine with 15 must-play titles. New to the channel? Hit subscribe and join our growing community of Switch enthusiasts. The World Ends With You transforms Shibuya into a battleground for the Reapers game, where players control Neku in his fight for survival. The combat system uniquely uses both traditional controls and touchscreen mechanics, creating dynamic battles that feel fresh even today. What really sets this game apart is how it weaves modern Japanese youth culture into every aspect. From the fashion-based equipment system to the soundtrack that pumps through Shibuya's streets, the story tackles themes of isolation and friendship, while the dual-screen combat system offers deep strategic possibilities, though it takes time to master.
Just doing my job. So far, so good. Let's keep it going.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist, Link Evolution, brings the complete card game experience to Switch with over 10,000 cards and campaigns spanning every Yu-Gi-Oh! Series. You'll relive iconic duels from both sides of the table, learning strategies that shaped the game's history. The comprehensive tutorial system makes this perfect for newcomers, while the sheer amount of content gives veterans plenty to explore. Each storyline recreates famous matches with surprising attention to detail, and the ability to build custom decks lets you approach these classic duels with modern strategies. Fairy Tail adapts the beloved anime into an RPG that focuses on rebuilding the guild's reputation after the 7-year time skip. The turn-based combat system brilliantly translates character-specific magic into strategic team battles, while guild management adds depth between missions. You'll strengthen bonds between characters, take on requests, and upgrade your guild hall in ways that feel true to the source material. The game provides enough context for newcomers while including countless references that reward fans' knowledge of the series. Sword Art Online, Hollow Realization, immerses players in a restored version of Oncrad with its own unique story. The action RPG combat lets you chain skills and coordinate with AI teammates, while the extensive character interaction system affects both story moments and battle performance. Exploring this virtual world feels authentic to the anime's premise, with a focus on player relationships and party coordination that captures the MMO experience. The game's social features and character progression create engaging loops beyond the main story. Danganronpa traps players in a deadly game where escape means getting away with murder. The gameplay shifts between building relationships with your fellow students and investigating their deaths in high-stakes class trials. Each case unfolds through evidence gathering, logic puzzles, and intense courtroom battles where you use truth bullets to expose contradictions. This psychological thriller keeps you guessing with its masterful character development and shocking twists, making every new revelation feel impactful. Hey, quick pause here. If you're enjoying this look at some of Switch's finest games, hit that subscribe button for more content like this. Let me know in the comments which of these games you've played or are excited to try. Now, let's continue with our lineup. Crystar weaves action RPG combat with a deeply emotional story about grief and redemption. You play as Rei, fighting through purgatory to save her sister's soul, using a unique crying mechanic that transforms tears into weapons and power-ups. The game's stunning visual design creates haunting dreamscapes that perfectly match its themes of loss and hope. While the combat follows a straightforward hack-and-slash formula, the emotional weight of each battle and the way the game handles its heavy themes through both story and gameplay mechanics creates an experience that resonates long after completion.
Big sis? Is something wrong? Are you okay? That's it. Let's hold hands again, big sis.
Dragon Ball Z Kakarot lets you experience Goku's journey through an open-world RPG lens, adding new depth to stories fans know by heart. Beyond recreating iconic battles with fluid combat mechanics, the game fills in gaps between major events with side activities like fishing, hunting for Dragon Balls, and character-focused quests. The ability to explore the Dragon Ball world freely adds a new dimension to familiar events, while the RPG systems make powering up feel earned. Flying around and discovering hidden references makes even simple exploration rewarding. ReZero, The Prophecy of the Throne, crafts a new story arc that fits perfectly within the anime's first season. This visual novel with tactical elements features full voice acting from the original cast and maintains the series' signature time loop mechanics. Your choices influence both story outcomes and battle strategies, creating a butterfly effect of consequences. The game excels at capturing the psychological impact of repeatedly experiencing tragedy, while the tactical battles provide engaging breaks between story sequences. Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch, combines Studio Ghibli's magical artistry with classic JRPG adventure. Following Oliver's journey to save his mother, you'll explore a whimsical world while collecting and training familiars for battle. The combat system blends real-time movement with command-based abilities, creating dynamic encounters that reward strategic, familiar management. Every town and character feels pulled straight from a Ghibli film, with emotional storytelling that hits the perfect balance between heartwarming and bittersweet. Attack on Titan 2, Final Battle perfectly captures the thrilling sensation of ODM gear movement and Titan combat. The game covers the story through Season 3, letting you experience events from both your custom character's perspective and the main cast. Swinging through cities and forests feels incredibly fluid, while the strategic dismemberment of Titans remains satisfying throughout. The mission variety keeps the core gameplay loop fresh, whether you're defending walls, rescuing civilians, or taking down unique Titan variants. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 creates an imaginative world where entire civilizations exist on the backs of colossal titans. The story follows Rex and Pyra's journey across the Cloud Sea, building into an epic tale of survival and discovery. Combat layers multiple systems, auto attacks, arts, blade combos, and chain attacks, creating deep strategic possibilities. While mastering these mechanics takes time, the game rewards patience with increasingly spectacular battles and a rich narrative that brings its unique world to life. Fire Emblem Three Houses blends tactical combat with social simulation, as you guide students through both classroom and battlefield. Each of the three houses offers a unique story path, with your choices as professor shaping both the narrative and your students' development. The permadeath system makes every battle decision meaningful, while monastery activities between fights deepen character relationships. Teaching and bonding with your students adds emotional weight to every tactical choice.
Dead right now. Thanks for that. I didn't expect to run into mercenaries like you in some remote village. The gods of fortune must be smiling on me.
Astral Chain drops you into a cyberpunk future as a specialized police officer wielding a living weapon called a Legion. The unique combat system has you controlling both character and Legion simultaneously, creating opportunities for stylish combat and clever puzzle solving. Investigation segments between battles flesh out the world and your role protecting it. The game's distinct visual style and fluid action sequences make you feel like a supernatural cop protecting humanity's last city. Dragon Quest XI's polishes classic JRPG traditions to perfection while adding modern refinements. Playing as the Luminary, you gather unique allies while unraveling a tale of destiny and choice. The turn-based combat system features timing-based mechanics that keep battles engaging, while character progression lets you customize your party's capabilities. The Definitive Edition adds orchestral music, a retro 2D mode, and expanded character stories that enrich the already compelling narrative. Persona 5 Royal stands as a masterpiece that changed how I view JRPGs. Living a double life as a high school student by day and phantom thief by night, you'll navigate the streets of Tokyo while diving into surreal cognitive palaces. The game brilliantly weaves together dungeon exploration, strategic turn-based combat, and social simulation elements. What caught me off guard wasn't just the stylish presentation or the jazzy soundtrack, it was how deeply it explores themes of rebellion and justice.
To me. I'm glad you stick to your guns. Looks like it's raring to go too.
Hey, let me know what you think about these games. Maybe you've played some and have a different take, or maybe something here caught your eye. Drop a comment, let's chat about it. See you in the next one.